Hello, today we'll study about making of constitution. So in 1934, the idea of constituent assembly was put forward for the first time by M.N. Roy, who belonged to communist movement. In 1935, Indian National Congress officially demanded constituent assembly in order to frame Constitution of India. In 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru, on behalf of Indian National Congress, declared that the Constitution of Free India must be framed on the basis of adult franchise. This demand was finally accepted in principle by the British government, which came to be known as August Offer of 1940. In 1942, Sir Stafford Cripps, who was a member of cabinet, came to India with a draft proposal of British on the framing of independent constitution to be adopted after the World War II. Cripps' proposal were rejected by the Muslim League. Why? Because it wanted India to be divided into two autonomous states with the two separate constituent assemblies. Now, cabinet mission was sent to India. Cabinet mission consists of three important members: Sir Lord Patrick Lawrence, Sir Stafford Cripps, and A.V. Alexander. This cabinet mission arrived in India on 24th of March 1946 and it published its plan on 16th of May 1946. Constituent Assembly was constituted in November 1946 under the scheme formulated by Cabinet Mission Plan. The assembly included all important personalities of India except Mahatma Gandhi. Constituent Assembly held its first meeting on 9th of December 1946. The Muslim League boycotted this Constituent Assembly and insisted on a separate state of Pakistan. This meeting was attended only by 211 members. Dr. Sachidanand Sinha, the oldest member, was elected as the temporary president of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the president of Constituent Assembly. Assembly was having two vice presidents. First was H.C. Mukherjee and second was V.T. Krishnamachar. On 13th of December 1946, Jawaharlal Nehru moved historic objective resolution. So, objective resolution was moved on 13th of December by Jawaharlal Nehru in the year 1946. This resolution was adopted by the Assembly on 22nd of January 1947. Its modified version forms the preamble of the present constitution. So what forms the preamble of the present constitution? The objective resolution that was moved by Jawaharlal Nehru in the year 1946 on December 13th forms the preamble of the present constitution. The assembly became the first parliament of free India, that is dominion legislature. So whenever the assembly met as the constituent body, it was chaired by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and when assembly met as the legislative body, it was chaired by G.V. Mavlankar. Now our constitution adopted national flag on 22nd of July 1947. It adopted the national anthem on 24th of January 1950. So, national anthem was adopted on 24th of January 1950. National flag was adopted on 22nd of July 1947 and national song was adopted on this January 24th, 1950. It elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as the first president of India on 24th of January 1950. The Constituent Assembly had total 11 sessions over 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. So, the Constituent Assembly had run total 11 sessions over 2 years, 11 months and 18 days. The Constituent Assembly consists of two types of committees. First of them were major committees and the second were minor committees. So, the most important major committees include total 8 committees. The first one was Union Power Committee. It was chaired by Jawaharlal Nehru. Union Constitution Committee by Jawaharlal Nehru. Provincial Constitutions Committee by Sardar Patel. Drafting Committee by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Advisory Committee on Fundamental Rights and Minorities and Tribal and Excluded Areas by Sardar Patel. And this committee was having 5 subcommittees. First, the Fundamental Rights Subcommittees by J.B. Kriplani, Minorities Subcommittee by H.C. Mukherjee, Northeast Frontier Tribal Areas in Assam Excluded and Partially Excluded Areas Subcommittee by Gopinath, Excluded and Partially Excluded Areas Subcommittee by A.V. Thakkar, Northwest Frontier Tribal Areas Subcommittees, and Rules of Procedure Committees by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, States Committee for Negotiating with States by Jawaharlal Nehru, and Steering Committee by Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So these were the total 8 major committees under Constituent Assembly of India. That's all. Thank you.